welcome back to my channel, Do What You Love. Today I have a fun video for you guys, at least I think it's going to be fun because it's going to be about one of my favorite topics right now, which happens to be bullet journaling or just journaling in general, whether you do it in a traveler's notebook or a bullet journal or a war binder or just a journal. There are so many different ways that you can do these, and I want to talk about that to inspire you to continue to work in your journals or bullet journals or whatever you have. We're just going to call them bullet journals in this video for the sake of the 50 million different kinds of journals you can have and the time it takes to say them all. I want to inspire you to continue to bullet journal, or if you've been thinking about bullet journaling or just journaling in general, but you're afraid and you don't know where to start, but it looks fun, this is the video for you because I'm going to give you a whole bunch of different ideas and tools and things that you can use to get started or to add some oomph in your bullet journaling. I've been watching some videos where people are getting they get tired of their bullet journal because they kind of do the same layouts month after month after month after month, and we are now in the month of July, so we're 6 months into the year, and after 6 months of kind of doing the same things over and over again, they're losing steam. And I totally can relate, and my personal opinion about bullet journaling is that it is yours and that you do not have to follow any set guidelines or rules to make your bullet journal work. It's yours. Do whatever you want. So I just want to inspire you guys, for those who've kind of lost their steam in the whole journaling thing, or those who really want to do it but they don't know where to begin. So let's get started. And I do bullet journaling and my war binders and all of that stuff on a budget. I use cheap little things and I do things on my own. And I guess I can quit talking and just get into it, huh? Let's do this. So what you see here before you, I have two different books here. This happens to be my war binder, but this is also a great book for bullet journaling. I got this when I took a trip with my girlfriend to West Virginia at AC Moore's, and everything's scratched off on this, but I got it on sale for like $2.99. And like I said, this happens to be my war binder, so I'm doing something completely different in this. But this works great for a bullet journal too. The pages are nice and thick. You have a nice little spread there. But my bullet journaling I have been doing in the past here in my traveler's notebook. I pulled my little insert out. Right here is the insert that I've been doing my bullet journaling in. So let me grab my Prima real quick. But this is my Prima Traveler's Notebook. This is where this insert belongs. This is what I originally started doing my bullet journaling in. And this insert is falling apart on me. And at first, I really liked the smaller scale. Let me just show you. I really liked the smaller scale. But the more I did this, the more I was like, I want to go bigger. And this is falling apart on me. You know, these books aren't made the best. So I found this one. I know it says Sketch, but it was on sale at Target for $4.99. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. Any medium that you can find to do your bullet journaling in, go for. I don't care that this says Sketch. Look at this monster. I'm probably going to have to move all my stuff over here because this guy is big. But look how big. Look at the page scale. Look at the room that I get to create in. That's what I love. So any one of these things, whatever you feel that you need, if you want to do smaller scale, these traveler notebooks, inserts and stuff work great. You can get something, this is usually your average size bullet journal, but if you're like me and I love to draw and create and do all kinds of stuff, bigger the better. And because this is a sketch pad, the bleeding and ghosting is like minimal because the pages are actually thick. So I loved that as well. So this is the month of July. You guys have already seen this. I did a video on this with you guys. I can link it down below if you're interested. But my theme, of course, as you can tell, is watermelons. So for this is my habit tracker, and on here I have exercise, my writing, no cheat. That just means I didn't cheat on my diet, and reading. Here is my Books and Giggles, which that is my book club, and I will write in here where we meet up and the books that we read. And as a book club, we're trying to try all new wines. So I have in here wines that we tasted and wines that we liked. And then on this page, here's my happy thoughts, and I might even draw a little bubble in here and also write the music that I'm interested in. And then this is my social media tracker. This is the days I'll upload on YouTube and the days that I'll upload on Instagram. And I explained pretty much all of this earlier, and I'll just color in the little watermelon seeds as I do. And then this begins my first week of July, which is my weekly, which this is the part I'm super excited about. This is the part that gets a little interesting in your bullet journal. So each little watermelon represents a day. Here's Sunday, here's Monday, here's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So that's a full week. And what I will do in the watermelon is I will write the temperature and what the day was. Stormy, humid, hot, cold, whatever. So this is the part that I really wanted to focus on. Not that the things that I'm getting ready to show you, you can't add to this kind of stuff. Like if I would have made this page just about Books and Giggles and not put the wine things in here, I could put pictures down here of my Books and Giggles book club and things like that. So you guys can kind of do this all personal, however you want it. And the things that I'm going to show you, you can mix in with all of this stuff. So I just wanted you to understand that you don't have to just use it here. But what I wanted to show you was one of my favorite things to do is to make this very personal, is to, of course, add personal pictures. So all I did was take some pictures off of my phone, as you can see, and I printed them out on a smaller scale. And all this is my brand new little fairy garden. Here's some pictures of my book club. Here's me at the pool. Here's one of our delicious wine tastings. It was a sangria. Here I am with just some of my friends. And then I also went on Google Images or Pinterest or Tumblr and just kind of got things that are going to set my mood. It's the 4th of July. I love catching lightning bugs, sunsets, the animals that are out right now, the farmer's market, fruit market, my favorite flowers. We went to a waterfall. Things like that. So I have some pictures here that I can use that are personal to me, even though I got them off of Pinterest or Tumblr or whatever. And then of course my own pictures. So I cut these out, and then you can use them periodically through your weeklies. Like I said, I could take a picture here. Like I love this picture of my book club. There we are at a meeting. I think you guys can see that. I could take that little picture and put it up here, you know, put it up here somewhere or wherever, or down here. And, you know, there's a picture of our book club down here. So that's what I'm saying. You guys can use these personal pictures wherever you want and kind of theme out what you're doing. That's super easy and super cheap. All you need is your laptop and a printer and some computer paper. I also love to watercolor, but I don't recommend watercoloring in your bullet journals because the paper's not made for watercoloring and it'll probably warp your paper and make it look terrible. So what I do is I watercolor on watercolor paper, and I kind of make it on a smaller scale. And then if I want to use any of these, say I want to use this lemon or this stag, I just cut it out and make it like an embellishment, and then I can glue it down where I want it in my bullet journal or any kind of journaling that you have going on. And then it's personal to me. I created it. I got to watercolor it. I just didn't ruin my bullet journal doing that. So that's a wonderful medium. And this particular one, I did not watercolor. I used pencils. So even if you don't have watercolor, you can do pencils. And even if you, this is also a great idea. Like let's say you're not real comfortable with your own sketching or drawing. If you do it on a separate piece of paper and you mess up, you just crumble it up and throw it away. If you mess up in your bullet journal, it's permanent unless you're going to rip out your pages in your bullet journal and start all over again, which I don't recommend. But this is just a great way to keep fail-safe. If you mess up, it's no big deal, and you won't ruin your book if you use watercolor. So that's just another quick idea. Another little fail-safe or quick tip is to kind of sketch out your themes prior to the beginning of the month. I'm really thinking about using flamingos for the month of August, so I just got something very small scale. This is actually watercolor, and I just watercolored this to see if this is something that I would like my intro page and then kind of my theme to be for the month of August. And again, it's just another fail-safe. If I don't care for this, I'm not committed to it. And then if I really wanted to use this medium again, which is watercolor, I would just make it on a larger scale, and then I would glue it down on the existing paper and kind of mark it off maybe with washi or whatever, so that I still have a larger scale picture that matches this book, but I still got to use my watercolors. So it's just great to do stuff like that before you commit, because I'm a perfectionist. I know it's terrible to say that, but I kind of am. And if I mess up on something, it'll drive me crazy, and it really will discourage me from wanting to continue to use my bullet journal throughout that month. It really will. That's how I am, because I don't like it. And if I don't like something, you're not going to want to commit to it and do it. So this is just an easy way to make sure that whatever you're committing yourself to in your bullet journal, you're going to enjoy. And I enjoy sketching these little things and seeing how they look. So that's just another like little fail-safe tip. Another thing that I absolutely, positively enjoy, it's one of my favorite things, is I love to get magazines and cut the clippings out of them. I find all kinds of stuff. Let me just pull some out here for you. I use stickers as well. But I enjoy this so much. I don't know if it's the tearing out in the magazine, the sound, and just tearing up a magazine and then sitting for hours and cutting, and I love it. So I do all kinds of things. Beautiful scenery. Look at that picture. That is just gorgeous. Things that I want to do, like if say I have a recipe or something new I tried, I have little sayings. Look at this Farmer Fresh strawberries. Like, this is so stinking cute to put like right here, and let's say we went to the farmer's market, and then I can write all in about the farmer's market here, and you have those, they have the ham with the strawberries. I love stuff like this, and like I'm telling you, tearing out the pages and like destroying the magazine, it's so therapeutic. I don't know why, but it is. And don't think about what you're taking out of here. You can use this for anything, and I love edges like this, like where the picture kind of in the magazine doesn't go the whole way. They work so great in these, because look, you just snug it right up to where the page is gonna fold, and it looks like it was meant to be there. And you could talk all about how you relaxed on your porch for the 4th of July and watched the fireworks. What a great picture for that. So I'm telling you, magazines are fantastic. Like, I love little sayings, the joy of getting lost. We're planning on having a barbecue, so I got barbecue chicken and corn. My favorite, when I make these off in BLTs, and I have a beautiful picture about it. Corn on the grill. I cut this little pillow out for the 4th of July to stick on. I love this picture, and I cut this little saying out because I'm going to use them together. But the joy of getting lost, I'm going to talk about my adventures when I walk with my walking stick. So I'm telling you, there's all kinds of stuff. Look at these little puppies. Love it, love it. How July is these popsicles? I mean, come on. So I'm telling you guys, not to go on and on and on, but this is one of my favorite mediums, is to just get magazines and just spend time ripping pages out and cutting little images out. Here we go. I love this too. What a great header. Outdoor living, and let's say you talk all about like you decorated your porch or you got new plants or whatever. What a great little header. Camping. I love this. Put this right up against the corner. Cantaloupe. You know, you can do that with the strawberries. Here's a summer adventure. Look at that nice little header. Guys, love, love, love this. This is one of my favorite mediums besides doodling and creating my own in whatever I decide, whether it's drawing, pencils, or watercolor. And then when I'm done ripping and cutting, so therapeutic, I can't say enough, I just put the little stuff in a little storage baggie and it's ready to go. And I also do this exact same thing. I didn't think to grab it first, so excuse me as I go off camera here. I do the exact same thing for my war binder, and I use things that are more about you know, what I'm doing in my war binder, which I can show you very, very quickly what I'm talking about. Let me grab it real quick. I use a lot of magazine clippings in my war binder. This is about reading. This is about gardening. This is all about photography. This is all out of magazines. I take tons of clippings. This is about the new shoes that I would like to have. Let me see if I can't find some others. I just did some other stuff. This is all about being bold. Let me see, is there more on this side? Yes. Big coffee cup, this little picture with the horse, all clippings out of magazines. This is another one of my favorites. This is about vacationing and things like that. This is about all the things that I love when I go on my walks, and it's what I want to do when I go on my beach vacation. All stuff out of magazines. I'm telling you, it is such a wonderful medium to use. This was all about your strength and energy to reach your goals, and this one is about eating healthy. So I loved that. Keep good food from going bad. I know that's about keeping food fresh, but for me it's the same thing about using food to good food for your body. So I loved that, and so I cut it out with a picture with the salmon, and I love that blue. I just love it. I'm telling you, using pictures from magazines is a fantastic way to really use your bullet journals or your journals in general in a wonderful way. But this is just a sketch. This is something that I drew and I colored in, and the page is beautiful. And this one I use stickers. So, and that's what I'm trying to say. Any medium that you enjoy, whether it's clippings from magazines, things that you draw, stickers that you get from Michaels. I mean, who doesn't love stickers and who doesn't love washi? Things that you watercolor and want to use, your own pictures from your life, and things that represent you. I love catching lightning bugs, and what a beautiful picture to put in your journal, all about catching lightning bugs. So guys, any kind of medium like this really works in your journaling, your bullet journaling, whatever kind of journaling you got going on. I also use all of my planner stickers. I have tons of planner stickers. Michaels has a beautiful selection of planner stickers. I use all of those kinds of stickers as well in my weeklies and things like that, because they're great as you're putting, like, I say I went and had coffee with my mom. Who doesn't have coffee planner stickers? Matter of fact, I think there's some on here, like right here. See, I can use that little sticker, put it right there, and put coffee with mom, 8:30, when I do my weekly. So there's lots of mediums to use in these books that are cheap, that are not very expensive. You don't have to be a fantastic drawer, if that's even a word. I mean, this is another theme I was thinking about doing for August, maybe mixed berries with like the fruit market kind of theme. So I sketched this out. I mean, guys, come on, look at my drawing. I mean, I'm not an expert, but it's my own. You do not have to be a wonderful drawer. And if that is something that's intimidating you because people have beautiful penmanship and they draw beautifully, you don't have to do any of that, because you have all of these other kinds of mediums. Pictures, magazine clippings, stickers, washi, whatever you can find. You don't have to draw, and you don't have to have this beautiful, perfect penmanship to make your bullet journals beautiful. You truly, truly don't. And like this, for example, this of course is a magazine clipping. Here's stickers. Here's one of those little girl coffee stickers. This is another sticker out of a planner book. These are just some of my little own personal doodles. Here is more clippings out of a magazine. This is just a big sticker. I mean, come on guys, it's so simple. And here I'll show you, this is one of my watercolors right here. You guys may have seen a video where I made this. I just cut it out and I took a glue stick and glued it in. This is a clipping out of a magazine, and these are all stickers. And it turned out really nice. So you do not need to be this expert I don't even know what that's called. Calligraphy, is that what that's called? Calligrapher? I don't even know if these are words, but I think you understand what I mean. So I just wanted to encourage you guys to just go forth with the things that you have and make your bullet journal beautiful. Okay, real quick, I know I just already talked your ear off. I just want to show you some of the simple tools that you can use to achieve some of the things that I just showed you. I have a big cup full of markers. These are fantastic. These are called Tomboy brush markers. They have double tips, fine tip, and then a brushed end. I use these. I use a good old mechanical pencil because there's no sharpening involved. To make my lines thick and to write, I use a Micron point, I believe this is a 0.05. That's just to, that's the, let's see if I can't find one here. Let me pull this out real quick. Again, that's all the black that you see because these microns don't bleed. See, there's the back page. They don't bleed at all, and either do these Tomboy pens. Tombow, not boy, Tombow, they don't bleed, no bleeding, which is fantastic, and no ghosting either, as you can see. I use good old regular, these are also pens. I got these super cheap. I think I got 15 of these for $6.99 at Target. But these are the Papermate flares, and they come in all different kinds of colors. I use good old colored pencils. Like this is one of my duals. Cheap old Sargent's colored pencils. And when I'm feeling really fancy, here I have a whole little container of gel pens. Now, depending on your paper though, sometimes these gel pens will bleed through to the other side, so you might want to try on a piece of paper first to see if they will ghost or bleed. Sometimes these gel pens are not the best. And then sometimes to use, like for my bubbling, like my bubble letters, like let me see if I have any of that in here. Yeah, like this, like my bubbling to go around. I use good old highlighters. Cheap highlighters from the Dollar Tree because they don't bleed and they don't ghost, and they make great little fill-ins and things like that. A pair of scissors, a good old glue stick to glue down my cuttings from my magazines or my watercolors that I cut out, and an eraser. That's it, guys. That's all the cheap. I don't do anything fancy. I don't have fancy calligraphy pens. I don't have fancy markers. I don't have fancy anything. I think I picked this up at Walmart for $6.99 and I have 50 colors. That's it. Cheap. I do my bullet journaling, my war binder, my traveler's notebook. I do it all on a budget, whatever I can find cheap. So I just wanted to show you, I have 3 little containers and I keep them on my desk, and that's what I use. These are the things that I grab and use to make my bullet journals, just my journals in general, beautiful, personal, and my own. I don't follow any regimen. If I did a mood tracker for the month of June and I just got bored with it, I don't have to put a mood tracker in for the month of July if I don't choose, because it's mine. I don't have to do anything that I don't want to do. I don't have to make it look any way other than the way I want it to look. If I want to use all stickers, I can. If I want to draw, I can. If whatever you guys want to do, it's your own. So I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to stop talking. I know there wasn't a lot of action. We really didn't do anything together. If you would be interested and seeing a video where I sit down and I work on a couple days, like I can leave my weekly blank for the first, second, and third, which will probably take me to about Wednesday. I can work on those 3 days with you guys on a video, so you guys can kind of see what pictures I use and how I kind of do my layouts in that. I'd be more than happy to accommodate you. I just simply wanted to make this video to encourage anybody out there who is, like I said in the beginning of the video, kind of discouraged with their bullet journal, kind of bored with it, or a little intimidated and doesn't know where to start. I hope this video was informational. I hope it inspires you. This is such a beautiful, wonderful, creative outlet, and it'll bless you for years to come. You store these, you put them away, 5, 6, 7 years from now, you go back and look and you just see where your life was then to where you are now. And not only that, but all of this will be left for my children when I'm gone. And my children will be able to see my handwriting, my personal flair, my doodles, my drawings, what we did together in that day, how I was feeling, and what a beautiful thing to leave behind. It's like your legacy that you're leaving behind, and it's all personal. And to me, that's something beautiful. And I'm still rambling. That has never changed. So, anyways, like I said, if you guys are interested in seeing me do a couple days in my bullet journal for the new month of July, leave me some comments down below and I would be more than happy to make that video. I hope this was informational, and I hope it inspires you to go forth in bullet journaling, in war binding, in traveler's notebooks, whatever, and create and just have fun with it. That's the most important thing. Have fun with it. Also, guys, if you would be interested in seeing my process of how I sketch and watercolor one of my own sketches, please let me know down in the comments. I'd be more than happy to make a video about that as well, where I pull my inspiration from, how I do it, and what I do with my watercolors and things like that after. Just let me know and I will definitely make a video for that, because this is also one of my favorite things to do. Okay guys, you guys have a great and blessed day. I'll be talking to you soon. Have a fantastic July. Happy 4th to all my lovies out there. Have a safe and wonderful day with lots of fireworks and friends and family. And be blessed. And most importantly, always do what you love. Bye guys.